Hey guys, Jackdaw here. Today I am delving into many major news updates on the next Dragon Age project prior to the Game Awards 2020. If you somehow don't already know, Jeff Keighley confirmed on Twitter that the next Dragon Age will be revealed at the Game Awards, which is on December 10th at 7 PM Eastern Standard Time. That's right, we're actually getting a special look at the next Dragon Age this week, and I am electrified for it. I have a link down below for my own scheduled Game Awards livestream with Saria, so you don't miss a thing as we all watch this grand reveal live. I'll talk about my expectations for the event later on, however, we have a lot of updates to go through, so without further ado, the first major story I'm touching on I've seen blown out of proportion with unsourced speculation and rampant remarks on Bioware's inevitable demise. With that said, let's rationally break down the facts. On Dragon Age's executive producer Mark Darrah and Bioware's general manager Casey Hudson's retirement from the studio after each serving 20 plus years. First of all, can I just say how grateful I am for both Mark and Casey's dedication over the past 2 decades at Bioware. It is very sad to see both of them leaving, and I will miss the heck out of Mark Darrah and his constant Twitter teasing. With that said, in a Bioware blog post by Chief Studios Officer Laura Miele, she shared that Mark Darrah and Casey Hudson are moving on from Bioware. Casey wants to rediscover his creative passion through more personal work, and Mark is looking forward to what's next, while staying optimistic for the next Dragon Age. In his own blog post, Mark Darrah said, "Bioware has always been about telling emotional stories through characters. We have wandered away from this central guiding pillar at times, but I am confident that the next Dragon Age will show that we remain committed to this kind of game. We will have a lot to show you." Replacing Mark's role will be none other than Bioware's Austin studio director Christian Daly, who was overseeing the development of Anthem 2.0. However, he is now in charge of the next Dragon Age. Mark continued, "Christian Daly is a strong leader and will provide great insight into the rest of the Dragon Age leadership who remain. This is a team that includes many with decades of experience at Bioware. I am confident that together this is the team that can make this Dragon Age the best one yet." And Mark isn't wrong. If you think that all of Bioware's talent are gone, you'd be sorely mistaken. Plenty of Bioware veterans are still in the studio working on the next Dragon Age title. To name a few, Matthew Goldman, Patrick Weeks, John Epler, Caroline Livingstone, Mary Kirby, Graham Scott, Parish Lay, Lucas Christiansen, Matt Rhodes, and many more legacy developers. Even so, the next Dragon Age's success isn't dependent on how many Bioware veterans are still in the studio. The Dragon Age team is huge, with many people all hands on deck. I'd say to anyone who believes that the retirement of 2 management developers will end Bioware completely and utterly discredits the animators, programmers, writers, designers, artists, producers, and everyone else in the studio who are working their butts off every single day to ensure this project sees the light of day. Now, I'll come back to this topic shortly, but nevertheless, in his own blog post, Casey Hudson said, "There are so many people I want to thank for sharing in this journey. Our players who inspire us and make it all possible. Electronic Arts, which has given us a stable and supportive environment to keep making games even in the most unstable times. And the many amazing people that I've had the honor of working with and learning from over the years." To quickly add to this, Casey Hudson very recently shared Bioware's new vision in their book of stories and secrets from 25 years of game development. He talked about how the Bioware of old is gone and how they're working to redefine the company. To paraphrase, Casey said that Bioware can't go back to where they've been, the way that they worked with crunching projects for 6 weeks. That's not where the studio is headed. Bioware used to exemplify humility and integrity with a passion for excellence and courageous creativity. However, they were courageous because they didn't know better. The team would try things and fail and try something else until they got it right. It was very experimental. Once they met the consequences of failure, they discovered they could very easily start retreating. And at that point, they realized it takes courage to put yourself out there and try something new. Bioware are not super young and experienced anymore. They do know better, but they still have to try and do some crazy stuff anyway. With such a focus on redefining what Bioware is going forward and moving on from the past, Casey Hudson has set a new standard for the studio's vision. To eradicate crunch, be creatively stay courageous while learning from previous mistakes, but not letting the past stop you from taking a chance on something new. I don't know and can't even begin to answer as to why the two have both left at this time. However, I can say that Casey and Mark have both left a strong precedent for the studio going forward. Perhaps someone new as a general manager and executive producer is what Bioware needs for the future. New talent to bring forth a new generation for the company. Casey ended his blog post on the notion that Gary McKay, Bioware's interim studio general manager, and Christian Daly, Dragon Age's new executive producer, will have the support of an experienced group of project and department leaders who are ready to guide Bioware into the future. Speaking of which, Dragon Age's new executive producer Christian Daly shared a few words in his own Bioware blog post. Christian said, "Obviously, stepping into this role on Dragon Age after Mark is a bit humbling. Mark is someone that I look up to and is a true Bioware legend. We all hope to make him proud as we look to deliver the best Dragon Age story yet. Otherwise, we know we'll hear about it. I am really looking forward to getting to know all of you and sharing insights into the development as we move into next year. If you already follow me on Twitter, you know I like to share details throughout the dev process, and I hope to do the same as we continue our work on Dragon Age." Already, I am very excited to see what Christian and the entire Dragon Age team have in store for us. When Christian was on Anthem 2.0, he shared weekly insights into the project's development, showcasing concept art and small gameplay snippets every Friday. While it's great being excited about that, Christian has actually already started teasing us with new Dragon Age insights. On Dragon Age Day, Christian revealed a brand new conceptual art piece relating to the next game. This beautiful artwork has no doubt been created by Matt Rhodes, the art director on the next Dragon Age. I suspect this piece to be concept art and therefore must be treated as such. In any event, donning the tinfoil hat for a second, this beautiful piece requires a breakdown. There's a Grey Warden warrior right in the middle, perhaps Davran, one of the two new characters we know exist so far, thanks to the reveal at Gamescom. To the left, we can see a very familiar looking Antivan Crow rogue. She looks exactly like the Antivan Crow shown in the behind the scenes trailer. However, this time around she has a bow and not a rapier. Perhaps she's more of a rarity now, given that she's appeared in two separate conceptual pieces. To the right of the piece, a new character appears, one not seen in the behind the scenes trailer. He's wearing very fine tailored Tevinter robes, holding a staff and has a small book on his hip. If he is not from Tevinter, I will eat my tinfoil hat. The group are fighting hordes of Darkspawn as blight is spread throughout the art piece. The centerpiece of this shot are the dragons, or archdemons. Either this dragon has two heads on a single body in a twisted form, or it's two separate dragons with their opposing wing hidden. To me, it looks more like a two-headed dragon, so I'm gonna go with that. Perhaps this beast represents a double blight. As we know, two old gods, Razikel, the Dragon of Mystery, and Lucican, the Dragon of Night, are still sleeping, meaning that there are still two more blights led by archdemons left for Thedas. Perhaps we're going to witness a blighted awakening of two old gods in the next Dragon Age. Alternatively, another quick tinfoil, Falandin and Durfman are both twin elven gods. If the old gods represent the elven gods, perhaps this is a double blight with the two elven twins at the helm, sharing the body of a dragon with two heads. But honestly, that's just some quick, rapid-fire tinfoil, so who really knows? At this point, it's stunning conceptual work, showing one potential vision for the next Dragon Age game. Anyhow, if this is what we can expect from Christian Daly going forward, then I am stoked, because we're going to have a lot more frequent Dragon Age updates in the new year. So, putting the Mark Darrah and Casey Hudson's retirement situation to bed, while it's incredibly sad that the two phenomenal developers are leaving Bioware, the studio and the working projects will be absolutely okay. Mark's executive producer role has already been fulfilled, and Bioware are on the hunt for a new general manager. However, if you don't take my word for it, let me share what a few developers have said. On the morning before the retirement announcement was made, Patrick Weeks tweeted about the process of creating the character Solas. They said that the writing of Solas was done by themselves, David Gader, and other writers in some places. Editing was Corey Nicole, the voice was Sexy Man Gareth David Lloyd, art was Nick Thornborough with the art team for implementation, performance direction was Caroline Livingstone and team, and animation was Jonathan Epp, John Epler and team. It's always a team effort, Patrick said, and even this doesn't count the level designers who made his logic work, for which scenes fired when, or his personal plot, the quality analysts who caught all the bugs, the audio devs who processed vocals, and 100 other things. everything in Dragon Age is a team effort. Following that, Andy McNamara, Director of Comms Strategy at Electronic Arts, said, reading a lot of doom and gloom comments about the changes happening at Bioware and that EA is doing this or that. Do you really think games with the pedigree of Dragon Age or Mass Effect with their legions of fans are going away? Come on, game development is a journey for massive teams of talented people, and I have met and have worked with people all across Bioware and EA these last few months who are passionate about the games and making them great. It is sad to lose team members, but don't assume the studios are done for. So the ball is in your court and how you're feeling about the situation. I completely understand if you're worried or sad. That's warranted given both of these departures. I'm sad that Mark Darrah won't be in studio when the game launches, and we won't have his teasers carrying us up until that point. However, as we have been told, the team will endure, and the following projects will still be the best they've ever been. This is not the end of Bioware. And also, for anyone believing conspiracies or drama about Mark Darrah's retirement, developer Alan Shumasha tweeted, if Mark was ousted, why was he in a Zoom meeting with us at work today? So take that as you will. Moving on to a lighter note, I recently covered a story about Mark Darrah tweeting about the team working on a new Dragon Age website that's not ready to go live just yet. At the time, instead of sharing a link to this website, Mark Darrah sent a link to Rick Astley's Never Gonna Give You Up. While we were rickrolled in October, Mark wasn't joking about this new website. On Dragon Age Day, Bioware's Dragon Age website was updated. The new homepage brought 4 new short stories from writers on the next Dragon Age, accompanied with beautiful art pieces. In order, the stories are the next one by Brianna Batty, A Grey Warden Stands His Ground Against the Dark, Ruins of Reality by John Dombrow, Elves Discover Something Has Gone Wrong in Alifan Forest, The Wake by Mary Kirby, Members of the Crows grieve the loss of a friend, Minrathous Shadows by Cheryl Chi, a high-stake game of cards ends in a shocking revelation. The artwork shown revealed many insights, and I'm inclined to believe that these pieces are not concept art, but official imagery for these stories. Minrathous Shadows showcased the highly gothic-styled nation of Tevinter as a dark-robed, ominous figure engaged in a card game. The Wake revealed 3 Antivan figures atop the city heights of Antiva, surrounded by beautiful structures. The lady figure is Tia, revealed in this story, and previously seen in Tevinter Nights and Dragon Age Deception. I would say that while Tia looks like the Antivan Crow lady concept art shown before, in the Wake art piece, her dress is very different than the heavily armoured Crow. Tia has no mask or pauldrons, the hair length and style between the two is staggering, and we're dealing with concept art, so anything can change. So while I would love this concept art Crow to be Tia, and I'm not saying it isn't her, we're going to have to be aware that at this point in development, anything could change. And the 2 other figures are Viago carrying a very drunk Ilario, both characters mentioned in Tevinter Nights, as well as Viago appearing physically in Dragon Age Deception. Ruins of Reality revealed a beautiful piece set in the Alifan Forest as the silver-haired Star-Caven elf known as Strife made his appearance again since Tevinter Nights. Strife is looking at an illusion of himself as powerful magic cursed the forest, all the while a silhouette of a female figure watches him. No doubt Iralen, his shape-shifting elf companion. One thing in particular I noticed is that Strife's cloak has floating triangles that bear similar to the concept art piece at Gamescom, with hooded figures using these triangles as a barrier and as a bow. The ominous thing about these triangles is that they bear the same appearance as the Executor's logo, a downward pointed triangle with 2 wavy lines drawn through it. However, Strife's cloak doesn't bear any similarities to the description of the Executors, so it's hard to say what's really at play here. Perhaps it's Executor magic? And the next one has a beautiful piece of a Grey Warden fighting a blighted brute with 2 mouths. Even further than these amazing stories, the website updated with a new synopsis on the next Dragon Age. Welcome to Dragon Age. Enter Thedas, a vibrant world of rugged wilderness, treacherous labyrinths, and glittering cities. The Dragon Age is a time of warring nations, savage combat, and secret magics. Now the fate of this world teeters on a knife's edge. Thedas needs a new hero, one they'll never see coming. Forge a courageous fellowship to challenge the gathering storm. Friendship, drama, and romance abound as you bring striking individuals together into an extraordinary team. Become the hero and light the beacon of hope in their darkest moments. And moving on, if you caught any of my streams last week, you would have heard me waffle on about an official Bioware stream planned for Dragon Age Day. However, this stream was officially postponed for reasons unknown. Regardless, whether we hear about this stream's rescheduling, I will let you know, or you can follow the Bioware Gear Store on Twitter with notifications on for more announcements to be made, if they are made, of course. And finally, as we already know, the next Dragon Age is getting a special look during the Game Awards on December 10th. The show starts at 7 PM Eastern Standard Time, 1 AM Central European Standard Time. Sari and myself are streaming the event so we can all freak out together, and I'm so excited. Turn notifications on for my channel and check out the live stream, which is linked down below, so you can catch us the second we go live. In terms of what we can expect to see, someone on Twitter asked, is it going to be one of those videos showing artists at their desks saying how much they love Dragon Age? And lead producer Skylar Costa replied, nope. I mean, to be honest, more concept art at this current point in development is amazing for us anyways, but it sounds like we should expect something bigger than before. I'm placing my bets at a title reveal trailer, and I feel very confident in that. Hopefully, by the end of this week, we'll know the very title of the next Dragon Age game, alongside a brand new look at it. And I'm so exhilarated for the show. So make sure you tune in to my stream and we can all enjoy this reveal together. With that, let me know your thoughts down below. What sort of trailer do you think we will get? How are you feeling about this huge news update? And I will see you at the Game Awards. But until then, I've been Jackdaw, and I should go. Whoa, 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 whoa.